Hello everybody and welcome to this week's Crafternoon tea. Now because this week is Chinese New Year, I thought we'd do a bit of a theme and we'd make our own paper Chinese lanterns. So it's really simple, all you need is a piece of paper, get creative, cover it in colour, do different designs, don't have anything too complicated on it because we're going to be cutting it so you don't want to lose your design too much. But get creative, you know, add some colour to your page, the more colourful the better. So I'm just going to show you the base of how to do it. So what you need to do first of all is get your piece of paper and we're going to need to cut off a strip along the side. So not too big, but this will form our handle. So we don't need it too chunky, otherwise you're going to end up with a very small, skinny lantern. Okay, so pop that to the side. What we need to do next is we need to fold our paper in half. Directly in half, make sure it's nice and equal. There we go. So what we're going to do now, as you can see that's in half, is we're going to cut little strips. So we're going to leave a bit along the bottom, so we don't want to cut all the way through because otherwise you'll just end up with strips of paper. And we need a little bit of an edge here, but not too thick, because that's how we're going to stick it together. So I'll show you. So I'm going to cut some slats all the way down, keep them relatively thin. You don't want them too thick, but you don't want them too thin either. And I've cut just roughly, I've left a little line, you can see, just there. Okay, so we're going to do that all the way along. Try and keep them fairly even. If you have a bigger scissors, you're obviously going to cut this a lot quicker. But I've got some small scissors today, so just make sure you don't go up to the edge. So it almost feels like it's not going to work because we're cutting the bit that's joined, but I promise you it will. So just keep cutting all the way along. As you can see, if you'd have done a heavy design, you would have lost some of the effect of it now. So it's good to do like a pattern rather than a drawing. But do whatever you fancy. You can leave it plain if you like. It's entirely up to you. So I'm almost at the end now. A few more strips to cut. Okay, so you can see I've cut all, it's quite hard to pick up, it's quite floppy now. You can see I've cut all the way along, so it's all like that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open it up. And we're going to fold it inwards, like so. So you can see this is now the base of our lantern. So it's got, you know, you can decide where you want to sort of have it. So we're just going to stick the ends together. I'm going to use some sellotape just so it's dry quickly. But you can use glue, you can use a staple, it's entirely up to you. Paper's better to use than card, because card can be quite stiff and you won't really get this effect. But with paper you get the nice sort of folded effect with it all. There you go, so you can see we've got our lantern. Okay, so if you've got your design on it, you have a really nice, pretty, colourful lantern by now. So all we need to do now is just add our little handle. So I'm just going to stick it on again with sellotape. Go. And stick it the other side. And there you have it, you have your Chinese lantern. So get colourful, add your own designs. You can add a bit of tissue paper to the bottom to give it that sort of flowing effect. You can hang it up, and that's how we'll celebrate Chinese New Year through crafts. So have a go at making it yourself. You know, you can change how, when you hang it, you know, you can change how it will hang as well. And enjoy. So don't forget to share any of the makes you make with us, and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.